escalated to like the level, and then he got physical with me, and it's been physical for a little bit, and I'm not gonna pick up with it anymore.
She was instead in our guest bedroom, and I woke her up to ask her why she decided to sleep in our guest room instead of our bedroom together.
In Florida, there's a mandatory, with domestics, we have to make an arrest if we establish probable cause.
Okay.
Based on your statements, his statements, we determined he was a primary aggressor, which means we have to take him. Now,
a New Year's celebration, a quiet waterfront home, and then in the dark before dawn a phone call to police. By the end of the night, one half of a marriage, nearly 20 years old, would be in handcuffs. But was the arrest lawful? Would the charge survive the morning? And did officers detain the right person? The answer lies not in what happened, but in the law. This analysis sets the drama aside and examines the legal architecture beneath it. The footage raises 5 distinct legal questions. The central one is Florida's domestic violence arrest standard, which the officer on scene calls mandatory and required by law, a characterization that is not quite accurate.
Come on, I'm on the phone with my
are you Amy? Can we talk over here? What's going on?
I think everything just escalated to like the level, and then he got physical with me, and it's been physical for a little bit, and I'm not gonna pick up with it anymore. Izzy, stop it! Come here. Izzy.
So since the beginning, what was the argument about?
Because I was sleeping here and not within him and our master.
Is there another room we can put?
Izzy. Let me just contain her.
Yeah, that sounds like a great idea.
Iz, come here, baby girl. Come here. Yes.
Alright. So start in the beginning, what was going on that led to the argument?
Literally, I was woken up out of a sleep.
Okay.
Because I wasn't physically being with him in bed.
Okay.
And then I got all these bruises.
Okay.
And
We'll start at the beginning. Okay, so you're in bed, he wakes you up. What happens from there?
honestly, I don't have a whole recollection because we had champagne tonight, so I was like coming out of my own, like, you know, having a good night. I just remember I'm being like, so, like vile. First of all, is that okay?
Oh yeah, okay, fine. Stop barking this way.
And I was like, it's okay if I need to sleep in here. He's like, no, it's not okay if you sleep in here. I was like, yeah, it is.
Okay.
There's no point of having any reasoning.
Okay.
Where I just knew I was like, I'm not in a good place. And he
What was
pushed.
he telling you when he was pushing you? What was he saying?
I don't want anything to do with you.
Where was he trying to push you to? Or was he just pushing you for the sake of it? Like, what was his...
At the time, it was just pushing me to push me. And then I locked myself in the room, and then I realized I didn't have my phone.
Okay.
So then I tried to get out to get my phone, and then it escalated.
Okay. How did it escalate? What happened when you went out to get your phone?
Again, the pushing, the holding.
He was pushing you and holding you?
Yes. I never tried to hold him or touch him.
Okay.
I was just like, please, 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 please don't touch me.
Okay.
Every time.
Okay.
And then I just got to a point where I realized that this is, if I don't call somebody, it's...
Okay. Do you have injuries?
Like this is the only thing I could think of right now.
Yeah. The little spots there?
Yeah. Well, yes. I know this is going to swell up tomorrow.
Okay. But your chest is a little red. Is that from tonight or is that from...
No, whatever it is from tonight.
Okay. Did he push your chest at all?
Yeah.
Or scratch you or anything?
He was like,
Okay. Did he, you got some...
maybe,
But not to the point you couldn't breathe or anything?
Not to the point of like,
Okay.
I can't breathe.
Okay.
But to the point of if I don't get somebody in here.
Was that from tonight?
Mm-hmm.
Right there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Any bruises on your other arm? Is that from tonight?
Yeah.
Is that from
these two?
those?
Oh, no,
That's
I
all?
didn't.
Okay. But that's from tonight?
Yeah.
Okay. I can see the inside of your arm again. Is that from him grabbing you?
That is all from tonight.
Okay. Alright. Did you put hands on him at all?
Just to push him away. I did try to kick him away.
Okay.
Like, just to protect myself. Like, "F you, motherfucker, you're not gonna."
Okay.
But I just, he's so much bigger than, yeah.
Alright. Has this happened before?
Not to this level.
Okay. Alright. So it was pretty much, as far as physical, he was pushing you in the chest and grabbing your arms. Is that accurate?
Yes.
Okay. Alright.
And not allowing me to, like, if I wanted to move from this room to that room, I had to escape.
Okay. Like blocking your way,
Yeah.
you're trying to leave, go from
Oh,
room
yeah,
to room.
yes. Because, and that, so I actually spent an hour or so on my neighbor's freaking, my mind, like, what do they call it? The hammock.
Okay.
And he wouldn't let me, so then I hid, and I hid on her lounge chair.
Okay. Was this before you went to bed?
After he pulled me out of bed.
Okay.
He got so pissed off that I was in this bed and not in the
Pulled you out
bedroom.
of bed. He grabbed you, so then you went out to the hammock for an hour?
The side lounge chair for,
Uh-huh.
I want to say about an hour.
Okay.
I can show you where it is.
And then what happened after that? Is that when you called us?
And
Or?
then when I came back inside, and then I was like, can we just, make peace?
Uh-huh.
And then that's when everything escalated.
Is that when you locked yourself in the room and realized you didn't have your phone?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So then you went back out and he grabbed you again?
And I found my phone.
Okay. And that's when you called us?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What's your name?
Amy.
And this is your current address?
Mm-hmm.
You two are married?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How long have you been married?
It'll be 20 years, September 7th.
Do you have kids?
No. Can we go get me water?
Yeah, just wait till we're done here, just because we've got to keep you guys separate, just because everything that's been going on between you leading up to this, we don't want any more issues.
Okay.
You what's the zip code?
33703.
703. What's a good phone number for you?
407 404 2616.
And do you work?
I do, but I'm in between contracts right now.
Okay.
I'm a CPA. I have my own contract business.
Okay. What's his name?
Andrew.
And his last name? Do you want to press charges?
No.
Okay. Okay, honey.
It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, you're like a little girl. Alright, so I want to ask you a few specific questions based on what he's alleging. So I have to read you your rights. Doesn't mean you're going to jail. Just means no one's leaving until we figure out what's going on here. And they're very specific questions, so I have to read you your rights real quick first. Okay? You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to talk to a lawyer and have him or her present with you while you're being questioned. If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed to represent you. You can decide at any time to exercise these rights and not answer any questions or make any statements. Do you understand these rights as I read them to you?
I do.
Having them in mind, do you want to talk to me now? Can I ask you some more questions?
Sure.
Okay. So, you said you were pushed him off of you at one point and you kicked at him because he was on top of you. Did you bite him at one point?
It was the only way he could get his hand off of me.
Okay. So how did that, run me through that. When was that?
Everything's a blur.
Okay.
But I do remember, that was, defense mechanism, Amy. Defense mechanism. Put it into play.
Okay.
You bite him.
Okay.
I tried to, get away from me. That.
Okay.
And then I think the bite came after the punch.
Okay. Alright. And when did that happen? Was that the first time when he woke you up, or was that afterwards when you're looking for your phone?
You know, this after I was looking for my phone.
Okay.
Because when I first got up, I was just like to just try like. To get
So
away.
when you were in bed, he's waking you up. How did he get you out of bed, or how did you get out of bed?
I don't. I think it was kind of like him pulling, like get the f*** off. Like what are you doing, kind of thing.
Okay. Is that when he grabbed your arms?
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Okay.
What's your name?
Officer Mazinski.
Mazinski. I don't know, like, I went to sleep in this bed, and he pulled me out of bed, because he was pissed off that I was sleeping in the guest bed. And then, I wasn't going to take any shit, like, don't touch me, don't physically touch me. And it obviously escalated, so that's why we're here now. And I realize now I have more bruises on my knees that I didn't tell the officer before. So, anything that I'm doing is not out of aggression, it's defense.
Just keep that like that, okay?
I just want you to know, anything I'm doing is not out of, it's defensive. I don't understand. Izzy, get down. Izzy, oh. I'm sorry, she's not.
That's okay. That's okay.
But yeah, this is definitely blowing up right now. I don't get it.
Alright. I'm gonna get some pictures of your injuries. Is that okay? Are you able to stand up for me real quick?
I have these injuries here too. I don't know.
Okay. What happened there?
That was part of the. I don't know.
What happened? How'd you end up?
I don't know. I really don't know.
Okay, let's see. Take pictures of your arms. So that's all. This is from tonight, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is there a scratch, I think, on the side of your arm? Can you turn your arm towards me? Alright, and this one. You turned it up so I can, yeah. Do you have any other marks anywhere?
Okay, no.
I'll take this to your chest. Did he hurt you there?
I don't think so.
Okay. Alright, hang out here. I'll be back.
Welcome to my house. I don't know if I should. I don't know if I should stay on the phone with her or not. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. It's of course it's though. I don't know what to do. I really don't at this point. Yes, of course the officers. I'm sure he's got to do it. Sir, do I need to get off the phone with her?
Who are you speaking with?
My, they're not for profit out of Washington, D.C. I work for home. Wonderful. This is wonderful.
What do you do there?
I'm director of acquisitions. If you'd like me to go into more detail, I can, sir.
You have a You said it's out of Washington?
Out of Washington, D.C. It's not for profit.
You got a phone number for him?
I would have to go look
Okay,
at
no
find
problem.
it, sir. I'm sorry, I don't have their main line.
Brown hair, brown eyes?
What's that?
Brown hair, brown eyes?
Yes, sir. This is unbelievable. I'm sorry, Susan. Thank you. Gosh, I cannot thank you enough for answering the phone. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. Thank you for understanding. I know. Yeah. Sorry. I'm assuming you're going to want me to ask me a few questions, sir.
Yeah, the primary will take care of it.
The primary will take care of it. Yeah. Is that true?
That's right.
Yeah. Just as an FYI, those are my bags I was packing to me. Susan, let me just call you back, if that's okay. And God, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that you had to answer this phone call. Yeah, no, it's definitely, something is definitely not right. Let me call you back, and, I just, I don't know. I know that he's going to be, I just know that it's going to be traumatic no matter what, so, either way, we'll figure out what happens from here. Okay. Alright, thank you. I love you too. Alright.
So what's going on tonight?
Well, we celebrated New Year's Eve, and we were actually here for the fireworks with the new neighbors who we just met.
You were here, meaning at your house?
Yeah, right here in
Your
our
neighbors were here
backyard.
too?
Yes, they
Okay.
came over. We celebrated, had a glass of champagne on our back dock. We were going back to their house where we had met, and to say goodbyes and all that kind of thing. My wife stayed back for reasons that I do not know. She just decided not to leave. So I went back and said goodnight to those people. I came back into the house, expecting to see my wife in our bed, asleep, because I thought that's what she just, did her the Irish goodbye, sort of thing. And she was instead in our guest bedroom, and I woke her up to ask her why she decided to sleep in our guest room instead of our bedroom together. She would not respond to that question.
You asked her why she was in that bed?
Multiple times, yeah. And then I was assuming that she had just, sometimes, after having too many drinks, she, becomes a little bit unresponsive, like when you're waking her up kind of thing. And so I asked her multiple times, like, why? And No response, no response. Tried to sit her up, and then she ran out of the house. I know that sounds nuts, and but that's just, I don't understand it anymore. I've been married almost 20 years, and last year things off, so.
Last year what?
Last year's just been challenging. She's going to a lot of stuff with her parents and her family, and she stopped working in February. She's been figuring her shit out. So.
Oh, yeah, that's fine. Yeah. You want to go to the kitchen and get water? Alright. Do you have any injuries?
Yeah, she punched me in the face.
Okay. Where did she get you?
In the nose. I had a bloody nose. It's the.
Alright. So what's going on?
You want the honest truth? I don't effing know.
Okay.
We celebrate. I was just telling your partner there that we met some new friends tonight at about 8 o'clock, and we went over there and we were hanging out, and we came back here at midnight to watch the fireworks with them, and 2 other folks, and then we went back. I wanted them to go home, say goodbyes, and we were walking back. Amy decided to stick behind did not say a reason why, and sometimes she does the quote-unquote Irish goodbye. And so I went back over there and just kind of sat there for a half hour, doing her own goodbye sort of thing, and then came home, walked in the house, expecting her to be asleep in our room, and she was asleep in the guest bedroom for reason unknown to me.
Okay.
So I went in there and I tried to wake her up and to ask her why she was decided to sleep in that room rather than our bedroom, and she was not responsive to that question. And after multiple questions, sometimes she's had to get her off the couch from time to time to get her to go to bed. So I sat her up. I'm sure it was forceful, but then she ran out of the house without her phone and without shoes and just left. Then she came back in, and I asked her again why she had chosen to do that. No response. She was asking me where her phone was. I did not know the answer to that question. And then she found her phone. I was packing my stuff to leave because at this point, there's been a lot going on in the last year in this house. And I was on the phone with my dad's girlfriend to figure out if I could come down there to say. And at some point in time, I was in the room and was just asking her a question.
Alright, so I want to ask you some specific questions based on what she said and you said.
Sure.
I have to read your rights first. That doesn't mean you're going to jail. That's not what that means. All it means is
Can I grab some water real quick? Sorry.
Are you able to wait just a few minutes?
Yeah, I'm just have some dry mouth at the moment because I'm just nervous. So can you
Where's
maybe
the
escort
water
me?
at?
I have a glass of water. Maybe you could escort me to.
Do you want to grab it for him?
Yeah, sir. Thank you. There should be a white cup of water somewhere.
I think we can't let people go in the kitchen. There's knives and everything
totally
else there.
good. I actually have a water thing out here. I just don't have a cup.
Okay. Again, it doesn't mean anything about going to jail. All it means is both you and her can't leave until we're done investigating. And since I want to ask you specific questions, I can't ask them without reading to you.
Yes, you can Miranda ask me.
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in court of law. You have the right to talk to a lawyer and have him or her present with you while you're being questioned. If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed to represent you. You can decide at any time to exercise these rights and not answer any questions or make any statements. Do you understand these rights as I read them to you?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you for reading.
Having them in mind, do you want to talk to me now? Can I ask you some questions?
You may.
Florida Statute Section 741.29 governs these investigations, and Section 741.28 defines domestic violence to cover a battery between spouses. Where probable cause points to more than one person, the officer must attempt to identify the primary aggressor. The statute then says, arrest is the preferred response only with respect to that primary aggressor, and expressly not the preferred response toward a person who acted reasonably to defend themselves. Florida imposes no blanket command to arrest in every domestic call. The same provision discourages dual arrests. When both parties show injuries, the law does not invite officers to arrest everyone and let the courts sort it out. It demands a reasoned judgment about who was principally responsible. That judgment is not a tally of visible marks, nor a question of who called for help. Officers weigh the comparative severity of the injuries, any history between the parties, the relative size and strength of each person, and whether either acted in self-defense. A meaningful size disparity bears directly on who could plausibly have been the defender. Self-defense is governed by Section 776.012, which permits non-deadly force when a person reasonably believes it necessary to defend against another's imminent unlawful force. This is the crucial interaction. When one party's physical acts are defensive, those acts do not elevate that party to aggressor status, even where the defender caused the more visible injury. The law deliberately shields the defender from arrest. The second question is the authority to arrest without a warrant. As a general rule, a misdemeanor must occur in an officer's presence. Florida carves out an exception in Section 901.15, subsection 7, allowing a warrantless domestic violence arrest on probable cause, even when no officer witnessed the act. Probable cause is a practical common sense standard. It does not require proof beyond a reasonable doubt. It is a higher bar than the reasonable suspicion needed to detain someone briefly, but a far lower one that a prosecutor must meet at trial. Officers act on probability, not certainty. Here probable cause is assembled from 3 independent sources: a complaining account, contemporaneously documented injuries, and the subject's own admissions. Each carries weight alone. Together they are substantial, and the legality of an arrest is judged at the moment it is made. If charges are later reduced or dropped, the arrest remains lawful so long as probable cause existed when the handcuffs went on.
Can you find a cup of any sort in there that you can bring to me, and I will grab water?
All right.
If you need directions, my intent was, why are you asleep in here rather than us being asleep in that room? Thank you very much.
Okay. So did you wake up at some point?
Yes, she did.
Okay.
Yeah.
How did you get her up? You said you got her up forcefully.
Sort of like, hey, wake up, kind of thing. I can't remember specifically, but nothing out of, like, hey, what's going on? Can we go to bed?
Did you grab her arms?
If I grabbed her arms, it would be her wrists.
Okay, because she has bruises on the inside of her arms. That's why I'm asking.
I don't know. Maybe I went like this. I don't know.
Okay. What were you saying to her?
Why?
Okay.
Why did you decide to go to sleep in our guest bedroom instead of?
Were you upset, that she did?
Yes, clearly.
Okay. What did she tell you?
She did not respond.
Okay. All right. So, what happened after you set her up? How did did you pull her up to like a sitting position?
I probably with the wrist, just
okay.
Like, hey, can you really? I don't know.
Okay. What happened after that?
No response, non-responsive, and then at some point she ran out of the house.
Okay. Now, when she walked out of the bedroom before she ran out of the house,
yes.
She walked out here. Did you push her?
No.
Okay.
But she did fall. I watched her fall.
Okay.
I did not push her.
Okay.
But it's trestle floor.
Okay.
I'm not going to push anybody. But no, she fell on the floor over here onto her knee, I think. I don't know. And I tried to help her up, and then she continued to run out of the house.
So once you came back in the house, what happened then?
I was sitting over there if I recall correctly, I was sitting over on that couch over there, and she was asking where her phone was.
Okay.
Which I did not know the answer to.
Okay.
She asked multiple times that same question, and I stated multiple times that I did not know the answer to that question.
Okay.
I was in the process, as you can see, of getting my things and maybe leaving.
The third question is the offense itself. Battery under Section 784.03 occurs when a person actually and intentionally touches or strikes another against their will or intentionally causes bodily harm. The statute is deliberately broad. Contact, framed as restraining or merely moving another, can still satisfy it. Subjective good intentions do not negate a battery. The law asks whether the contact was intended and unwanted, not whether the actor believed they were being helpful. A first domestic battery offense is a first-degree misdemeanor. Documented injuries do not change the degree of the offense, but they substantially strengthen the probable cause supporting the charge. On-scene statements from a complainant may later be admissible as excited utterances, an exception to the rule against hearsay. This is one reason early recorded accounts carry such evidentiary value. The fourth question is the Fifth Amendment. In Miranda v. Arizona, decided in 1966, the Supreme Court held that statements from a custodial interrogation are inadmissible unless the person was first advised of the rights to silence and counsel. Two conditions trigger it: custody, when a reasonable person would not feel free to leave, and interrogation. Telling both parties that no one is leaving until the investigation concludes blurs that line. It signals a detention, and advising both individuals of their rights before pointed questioning is a conservative and defensible response to the ambiguity. The decisive moment is the waiver. When a person knowingly waives the right to silence and answers, those statements become admissible and may themselves furnish probable cause. A subject who speaks after waiver can transform an officer's suspicion into evidence against himself. The Fifth Amendment's protection is only as strong as the decision to invoke it. Remaining silent and clearly requesting counsel forecloses that risk. A waiver surrenders it.
I'm sorry that you have to be here.
You're sorry.
My life is the last of it. God, this is just managing. Thank you for the water.
You're very welcome.
I have fresh water in there. Is it okay if I grab some? It's like it's literally. I mean, you can walk me to it if you like. I would not go anywhere. It's literally on the corner there. You can actually fill it up if you like. That's helpful. It's just fresh Upper Hills water.
Is there a button or?
Yeah, just put on the right there, just on the right side there. Yeah. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Can you sit down anywhere?
It'd be better to
I
keep
can sit on
it
the
separated.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I'm just asking.
Yeah.
Back area.
Sure. We can have a seat on the couch. Your neighbors have fireworks that you saw, or?
So that's west basically. So you can see the snow owl.
Okay, I got you. It's a nice view, that's for sure.
Thanks.
Big picture window.
It's a
Beautiful.
very expensive window. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Need a second to convene? Need a second to convene?
Is what?
Do you need a second to convene with me? Are you good?
No. Are you good if I run out to my car real quick?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll be right back.
Oh, that was the cup I was looking for. It's okay. Come here, buddy. He's kind of.
So deal with somebody young and spunky in the house,
Yeah.
running around with them.
He's like, look, he's tolerating. He's more like, we had a really good thing going on, Dad. Why don't you bring her into our house? For the most part.
Alright, sir. Get a picture of your button here.
Dot, dot, dot.
Oh, sorry, she's 9 months.
Alright, I'm just gonna get a full body picture first, and then I'll get a picture of your.
I can turn the lights on if you need.
Get a picture of your face. Can you put it down? Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
No,
Not
you're
me.
You're good.
Yay, police records.
That's okay.
It's not in here, Dave. You
I
can say
can
that.
to you guys, but
There we go. Open template. Alright. Alright, sir. You want to stand up? Hand on back?
I'm really being arrested right now.
Yep.
Can I please call somebody?
Yeah, Phil, you make the phone to get to the jail on. We can't.
Are you serious right now? Can I put a little shirt on?
No.
Can I put shoes on?
Do you
Yes.
have shoes? I'm just gonna leave your watch here, okay? It's a nicer watch. We don't. Doesn't even go to the jail.
Is this really happening?
Yeah, we don't have a choice when
We don't have a
with
choice.
domestics.
The fifth question is force. Under Graham versus Connor, decided in 1989, reasonableness is judged from the perspective of a reasonable officer on the scene, not with hindsight. Routine handcuffing of a non-resisting subject sits at the lowest rung of the force continuum and required no elevated justification here. A further point, the complainant's wishes do not control the case. A statement that one does not wish to press charges does not end a domestic violence prosecution. Once an arrest is made, the matter passes to the state attorney's office, which holds independent charging discretion. Florida law also imposes affirmative duties beyond the arrest. Section 741.29 requires officers to assist the victim with medical care, to advise of a certified domestic violence center, and to furnish a written notice of legal rights and remedies. Recent amendments further require a lethality assessment in intimate partner cases, regardless of whether an arrest is made. These are statutory mandates, not discretionary courtesies. The no-contact order that typically follows is a function of the pretrial process, not the officer's choice. A judge imposes it at first appearance, and a violation, even one invited by the protected party, exposes the defendant to a fresh offense.
Nope. You're required by law. Are these your flip-flops here?
Yes, ma'am, they are.
Slide those on.
However, can I? This is a moot point, I'm sure. But, oh my goodness.
Alright, I'm going out to my car.
Okay.
Do you have a phone or anything you want to go with you?
Well, I don't.
Do you have anything in your pockets that you don't want to take with you?
Yes, I do. As a matter of fact, can you please just undo these for just a second?
Can I do that?
Okay.
We'll take care of whatever you need.
Okay. Well,
Stop moving.
I feel like I'm gonna throw up right now. And that's because of my anxiety that's kicking in moments, sir. And where am I being taken to, and how long do I have to be there for, and all of those things?
But hopefully we've got to see a judge in the morning before they're released.
Are you serious, guys? What time is that at?
I think it's really 30 in the morning.
That's why I have to sit down. Just brace this more. What's going on in my life right now?
Go ahead and take a seat.
Well, I have to
Huh?
What, do I have to sit
You
down?
sit first.
Yeah.
Slide your legs in.
Oh, goodness.
All All right, lean back. I'm gonna put your seatbelt on.
No, I'm asking you as a
It's up to you.
professional. No, what would be the best? You can't give me.
I can't tell you what to do or not do. I'm asking if you were willing to do it, but you know.
What's happening to Andrew?
So he's gonna go to jail tonight. In Florida, there's a mandatory with domestics. We have to make an arrest if we did establish probable cause.
Okay.
Based on your statements, his statements, we determined he was a primary aggressor, which means we have to take him. Now, whether or not the charge sticks, going to depend on what, the state attorney will get the case. They're going to call you, ask you what you want to do with it. If you don't want to press charges, chances are it'll be dropped.
Yeah.
But they can go forward without you. They usually don't do that, though. So, some pamphlets I got to give you. This is domestic violence pamphlet. There's information in here on how to get an injunction if you feel like you need one. Information for CASA, which is a women's shelter. Information on counseling, things like that. This also explains your rights as a victim. So what's going to happen to him? He's going to get held until he sees a judge. The judge is going to issue a no contact order. That's going to mean he's not allowed to talk to you. He's not going to be allowed to come back here until this case is resolved. He'll have one 15-minute visit to come get his stuff. He has to bring us with him. If he comes by himself, it's a violation. Once that's in place, don't, even if you decide, I want him back, he'd still be violating the judge's orders if he comes back. So, if your neighbor sees him here and calls us for some reason, he'd go to jail regardless because he's violating the judge's orders,
So is there any way I can get him out if I wanted to? Not that I want to, because I know, but is there any way for me to not have him be in jail tonight?
No, unfortunately, okay. Yeah, that's a mandated,
So what's the earliest I can get him out of jail?
So he won't, he can't get out until he sees a judge.
Which will
be tomorrow morning. Once he sees a judge, they'll release him. He might have a bond. Sometimes they release him without a bond. But in any case, he won't be allowed to come back here, and he won't be allowed to contact him.
But you have the evidence. It's not it's not. I'm not crazy, right?
No, I never said you were crazy at all.
No. But I mean, my family members, my father-in-law, he's gonna be like, "Are you kidding me?"
Well, you got to remember, if someone's violent towards you once, it's probably going to happen again. I know you've both been drinking. That usually makes things worse, but that's not an excuse.
It's an excuse
for that behavior.
I'm a happy chunk.
So, yeah, I mean, that's definitely something that you really should think about going forward, if this is the kind of relationship you want, or what your options are. Obviously, I can't tell you what to do.
I kind of think that, no, we need to get divorced. I think this is the end-all, be-all.
Because usually violence escalates. It's typically, starts out...
This is not the first time.
Yeah, well then...
But I just want him to not be hurt any more than... I just want...
You got to worry about yourself, You can't worry about him. If he's putting you in this position, that's not,
Right?
He shouldn't be ripping you out of your bed while you're sleeping because he's mad that you're not with him, That's not acceptable. It's not fair for you,
It's not the first time.
Yeah. So...
Kim. You know what? So anyway, what's the best case scenario for him?
Again, this case will go forward. It'll go to the state attorney's office. They're going to decide what to do with it. They're going to contact you, find out how you want it handled, and, they'll handle it from there. So.
All right, officer. How long do I have to fill out all this?
5-10 minutes.
Oh, sure. Right now.
Yeah, if you don't mind, because I'll be outside. I got some paperwork to do and stuff. Whenever you're done, if you can just bring it outside. Before you sign it, we're going to swear you into it. Do you need a pen?
So wait, do I need... So what...
So you're going to put your information here up top. It says your name, date of birth, address, all that. You're going to write here in detail about what happened. And then there's a signature here, because we'll swear you in and then you'll sign it. All right. We'll be outside.
Can I get some water real quick?
Yeah, yeah. Go ahead.
Turning now to the evaluation of each party. The investigating officers earn an A-. They separated the parties' documented injuries as the statute requires, advised both individuals of their rights, performed a genuine primary-aggressor analysis, and discharged their victim notification duties. The single deduction is precision of language, describing a discretionary preferred response standard as a binding mandate, misstates the statute. The identified victim earns a B+. Her account of her own physical acts was candid and framed as defensive, a characterization the self-defense statute recognizes and the primary-aggressor framework expressly protects. The arrested subject earns a C+ measured by his conduct rather than any question of guilt. He remained cooperative and non-combative. The grade is limited because after a valid waiver, he volunteered statements that aligned with the elements of battery. Silence would have been the sounder choice. The agency earns a B+. Its procedures track Florida law closely. The deduction mirrors the officer's overstatement of the arrest standard, pointing to a training and communication gap worth closing. 3 lessons carry beyond this case. First, a person under investigation rarely benefits from a detailed statement before consulting counsel. The right to silence exists for precisely these moments, and a waiver is difficult to undo. Second, a preferred response policy is not a mandate. Knowing the actual text of the governing statute protects officers from overstating authority and citizens from misunderstanding their position. Third, declining to press charges does not control the outcome. Charging authority rests with the prosecutor, and a lawful arrest stands or falls on the probable cause that existed the moment it was made. Let us know if there is an interaction or legal topic that you would like us to discuss in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more content on police court interactions.